Yesterday in New York City, there was another James Comey book signing event. Conservative journalist Laura Loomer stood up, as many media people do whenever public figures show up, and started shouting questions at James Comey.
How is it ethical to brief the President of the United States on an unverifiable and salacious dossier? And how is it ethical leadership to not tell him that his political opposition, Hillary Clinton, paid for that? You are not an ethical leader.
Ma'am, you're going to have to leave. You gotta leave.
You're going to get prosecuted, Comey. You're going to get locked up.
Comey, you're going to get locked up. That was, again, Laura Loomer, a conservative journalist. I don't know where she works, but I mean, you have to know that question is right out of my heart. How in the world can you tell the President of the United States about this and lie to him and tell him that this is legitimate intelligence when you know that it's nothing more than Hillary Clinton opposition research? Be back. Hang on, folks. Hi, welcome back. Rush Limbaugh and the EIB Network. Great to have you here. Grab soundbite number 23 and play it again. This is Laura Loomer. She comes from the James O'Keefe shop, Project Veritas. She's now acting independently. She showed up at Comey's book signing event at Barnes & Noble in New York last night.
How is it ethical to brief the President of the United States on an unverifiable and salacious dossier? And how is it ethical leadership to not tell him that his political opposition, Hillary Clinton, paid for that? You are not an ethical leader.
Ma'am, you're going to have to leave. You gotta leave.
You're going to get prosecuted, Comey. You're going to get locked up.
All right, now she's got a little bit of a modified tweet storm going on right now. And she says people have told her all her life she's not good enough, never going to amount to anything, and yet she woke up today to 2 links on Drudge from this event. And so she's telling anybody and everybody, be what you want to be the best you can be, and you can do it. Don't listen to people who tell you can't do it. That's ever so true, folks. Do not seek out people who failed at anything and take their advice. They're just going to try to get you to join them in the failure. You do not waste time, especially if it's something you know you want to do. Talk to the people who have succeeded in it. Talk to people who are successes in it and get advice or help from them. But don't waste your time with people who failed at it. They have nothing for you unless they know why they failed and can give you some positive advice in that way. But this is one of the tweets in her storm. Every single reporter who attended Comey's book launch at Barnes & Noble last night and is attacking me should have their journalist card revoked for bending over and not blinking an eye when Comey and his staff said they will pre-screen the questions people can ask. So at these book signings, which Comey's charging money to attend, they're pre-screening all the questions, and people got mad at her for asking. And she's also saying that people are accusing her of acting like a liberal. And her reaction or answer to that was, no, I'm not like a liberal. Liberals don't ask tough questions. So it reminds me when the drive-bys in the White House press corps chased Neil Monroe all the way to the Washington Monument when he dared ask Obama a question during a no questions permitted presser in the Rose Garden. No questions asked. No questions, every question screened. By the way, in certain instances, I can understand this. But I doubt my reason for doing it is Comey's reason. When I did the Rush to Excellence tour, sometimes we did audience questions. But after the first 2 times or 3 times, I said, we're going to have to start pre-screening them. The reason, you don't know who's going to start standing up and preaching and saying things that make no sense and asking questions that nobody wants the answers to, and time is kind of precious. So for that reason, I always ended up screening the questions, but not for content. I didn't screen out tough questions. I just wanted to make sure that nobody ended up being bored by somebody that was not interesting, entertaining, did not have a question people were interested in the answer to. In Comey's case, I don't know if that's why they're doing it, in the interest of time, or if they just don't want some tough questions. We won't know.
And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you.